has got submenus which enables the administrator to control the system or to secure the system. Like it has got users. Users are the people, or users are the users of the system. It has got role groups, role group menu item, dynamic combo data where all the masters data are located. It has got branch office. It has got employee details. It has got all the banks from whom the institution normally receives checks or demand drafts or any other bank stuffs. All the bank's branches can be located here. It has got city, state, country, address types. These are the masters of the entire system. IQ Revolution's software application is highly secured and it is very well presented. Let's focus on some of the main components of this product. Now let's focus on some of the screens or some of the submenus in details. Let's see inquiry. When we click on the menu inquiry, on the left hand side we can see all the inquiry data that exist in the current system. If we click on help desk, we can see all the help desk requests that has been entered into the system. Let's focus on the inquiry for now. Once we click on inquiry, we can see from here that there are 29 inquiries currently existing in the current system. The inquiries are numbered from E1000 and it goes down till SN1013. The inquiries are made by different students or those who are interested in studying in the current institution. Now suppose we are looking for all the inquiries where the inquired person's name begins with A. Once we click on A here, it gets filtered out automatically. If we are looking for all the inquiries where the person's name begins with A and those who are interested in full-time student, we can just type F and it will get filtered out starting with F. If suppose we are looking for those who are interested in full-time student only, we can just get rid of A and we will see that there are these many inquiries where the candidate was interested in full-time studying. Now let's focus on some of the more inquiries in details. Let's open up an inquiry. In this particular inquiry, we can see that this inquiry was made by Dev Kumar and the inquired candidate was a male. His date of birth was 17th of the 4th, 1980. The comments are located in the notes section below. All the inquiry details can be found from this particular screen. This inquiry was made in the branch Cyber Technology. We can just click on the branch link which is located next to the branch data in the inquiry screen. This will open the branch which currently exists in the current system. We can always go back. Now we can see the branch office details on our screen. We can always go back to the inquiry just by clicking on the back button which is located on the top hand side. We can see all the addresses of the current inquiry from the address tab located here. All the notes can be found here. References, if given by the inquiry, can be entered here. SMS data can be located here. All the emails which are received from this particular inquiry or sent to this particular inquiry gets archived into the system and can be found here. Follow-ups are located here. If the inquired person has actually purchased something, then that purchase invoice can be found here. Now the new inquiry can be made just by clicking on the new button located here, or we can always go to the inquiry details in the system by clicking on the submenu inquiry located in the left hand side. We can click new button to make a new inquiry. Let's make up a new inquiry. Here the first name of the person is John and the last name is Smith. some mail. Date of birth is January 20, 1980. The inquiry status is late. If we try to save this inquiry, we can see there are some red buttons. It is trying to say something, like it says please enter a value, which means the email is a mandatory field. We can't save this inquiry unless and until we provide all the mandatory fields. So let's type John's email address. Let's type his phone number, his mobile number, and let's try to save again. Now we can see there are two red dots which can be seen on the screen. We'll choose the branch. This inquiry is getting made in the head office, so it is the main branch. This is getting done on the 19th of the 3rd, 2009. Now we can save this inquiry. We will enter some of the test notes. The references can be located here. We can make a follow-up for this particular inquiry for Tuesday 21st at 10 a.m. Please call and ask John to take part in the exhibition. Location is over the phone. Now we can see that the follow-up is created here. We can always double click on that. We can make the reminder. This is going, a pop-up will come up 15 minutes before the actual inquiry time, and it is going to remind us that we have to call John and we have to convince him to take part in the exhibition. We can always switch off the reminder. All the sales details can be found here. We can always go back to the appointment screen, and if we click on 21st, we will see that on 21st at 10 a.m. there is an inquiry which was made by admin. If we double click on that, we can see that the current follow-up that we just made can be found here, and we can also see an inquiry button located in that appointment. If we click on that inquiry button, the inquiry opens up that we just created. How good is that? Let's convert this inquiry into registration. We can do that by clicking on the registration button located in the inquiry screen, which can be found here. Let's click on it again. Let's save it. It's asking us for a form number, so let's put in the form number FM1023. The registration number is REG4534. The category is a permanent category, and the batch is Bachelor's of Computing and Information Systems for March 2008 and March 2009. Let's save this inquiry. Now we have saved a registration. And the registration details can be found here. The fees receipts can be located by clicking